The entry to the room, what's the room called?
People, just every time they come over and see this for the first time, we open this up and they say, wow. So we call it the wow room. It's just an automatic response. People
That is a
always
wow
have.
factor.
That's a wow factor, yeah. They say wow.
You know what's fun for me too is, being 33 years doing this, I'm always amazed that I can be standing right under the sun and still be looking into the room and not have my vision or my eyes totally messed with.
Yeah.
It's hard when I even try to tell clients about it, what the glass really does cut.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that, I can film this and not have it just be totally blinded by the sun. What motivated you and John to add on a conservatory onto your house? Where did that initial dream come from?
Okay, well actually I was in England and they had, we stayed at bed and breakfast, and in two of them they had much smaller rooms like this. But we love the garden and we always wanted the outside to come in. And that was my dream. We lived in Connecticut and I thought, oh, when we moved to California, we can just have a house where the outside will come in. And then we found this house that was just, it was like a box. And the outside didn't come in, but that was always our dream. And as we have been remodeling, we've been doing that. Our kitchen is our next room to do, and the outside's going to come in.
Very nice.
And but this, it's so exciting. Like the moon last night, I said, oh good, we're going to get to see the moon again from this room. It's so much fun to look up at the sky at night and see the lights. There's an airfield right near us, and they have air shows, and we can just come down here and watch the air show.
That is fun.
And it's fun, and it's just beautiful to everyone who comes to visit us for the first time is at the top of the stairs, and they look in here and they say, wow. So we call this the wow room.
That is perfect. You told me a story about you put your Christmas tree in here at Christmas time. Is that correct?
Yes. I love Christmas. So I have 3 big trees. And we were amazed because we counted, well, I had my grandchildren count how many trees they saw, looking out the windows and then looking up above. 43 trees from 4, because the windows are double, so you get a double reflection. It just goes, it looks like the trees go out beyond the room and then up like 4 stories. We keep discovering things about this room all the time.
And as far as the comfort level and enjoyment level, how would you say that we did as far as meeting your goals for year-round use?
It's very comfortable. We, of course, on very hot weather, this can be quite warm because we can bring air conditioning in here, but we just open up the windows, and with California weather, we always get a breeze, and then no matter how hot the day, it can be cooled off by night.
And if you want, do you have air conditioning in the room? Do you use it that much?
We do. Sometimes, if we have company, but lots of times we don't, air condition this room.
Do you find most of the year you are fine without air conditioning?
Right, yeah, we are.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What about heat in the wintertime? How is it for...
It's comfortable. We have, what we did is we put outlets for the heat coming up above as well as below. So we've got, heat rises. And in California, for some crazy reason, they often have the heat up the ceiling. we made it down below as well.
Very
So
nice.
You see, we've got, yeah.
Very
Very
nice.
comfortable, yeah.
Are there any other features of the room that you found that you didn't expect?
Well, the room talks to you. It expands and contracts. So often if people are visiting and they're here in the evening, well, the room is contracting from having been warm during the day. It'll make a sound. And we'll say, oh, the room is just talking. It's okay.
So it has its own personality.
It does, yeah. And we really thoroughly enjoy this.
Well, what you've done just with your whole house really speaks volumes about your desire to bring the outdoors in.
Yeah.
Did you build your own creek?
Well, we had the pond put in, but and it's still in the process of being landscaped. We're a little bit slow because we're do-it-yourselfers. Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Do-it-yourselfers for sure. We always have been.
And on the stain of the room, what made you pick that color? Was it just the desire to blend with the woods you have in your house, or?
I really enjoy that color, and let's see. I think we were wanting to just, like, if you look out the door to that study outside has the same, sort of the same color. Yeah, I just like this color.
It really almost has like a lodge effect.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's very like California craftsman meets lodge.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah.
truly beautiful.
Yeah.
How was the construction process?
Well, now that was a surprise. We wanted a nice big room, and when they laid the concrete for this room, it looked so small. And I don't think I slept a wink that night. And so the next day I spoke to Paul, and I said, it's so much smaller than I thought it was going to be. He said, oh no, wait till the walls go up and the room will grow. And he was right. It was just amazing. Yeah, no, we are just totally thrilled. But that was a surprise. I thought it was going to be small, but it isn't. It's just the right size.
And that is interesting because when you're standing outside, things because of just the area of space and with no limits, and you look at a framed house, it can seem so small.
Yeah.
People get really upset.
Yeah.
Even when they walk in, I've had them say, this is not the room that we designed or ordered.
Yeah.
And then the walls go up and all of a sudden you have to clean it and maintain it and it's too big.
But it actually did. It just really grew. But just looking at the concrete base, because they put 4 feet of concrete on this to support this.
I know, an amazing foundation, huh?
Really? Yeah. It's so well made. Yeah. We do love this room. Yeah. We think it's one of the best things we ever did to this house. Yeah. It's taking a house that was just a ranch box built right after the war and turning it into something lovely. Yeah.
Something truly special.